Bunny Killers, that's my name for you. I'm driving home from the studio where we just finished recording Monster and Mr. Elite. So you will hear that go live in our Spotify very, very soon. It's exciting. It was a lot of fun. And I've been getting a lot of messages lately on social media asking what is the deal with the name Suicidal Bunnies, because it's a little dark. Well, our music is a little bit dark and happy at the same time. So I thought I would take a minute while I'm all like super pumped up after just recording to tell you the quick story of Suicidal Bunnies. So it all started when I was about 20 years old. No, I'm just kidding. It started a long time ago. The very first time in the wintertime out in Charlotte, North Carolina, I was driving somewhere and it was wintertime and I accidentally ran over this cute little white fuzzy bunny. And I couldn't swerve to avoid it because it was a 2-lane road and I just could not go into a ditch. It was bad. So I got a little hysterical, made a phone call, freaked out. I just killed it and it's still moving. And it was bad. And the person on the other line thought that I ran over a kid or something. And I'm like, no, I hit a cute little white fuzzy bunny. And they were like, well, dude, you can't just leave that little bunny that's like still moving in the street. You got to turn around and hit it again. And I was like, hit it again? Oh my gosh. So yes, I turned around and I put it out of its misery with my truck at that moment. Well, ever since then, it was like the strangest phenomenon. Like every time it's that time of year and there's a bunny running across the road, it always manages to make its way underneath my car. So that in essence is where it started. Well, fast forward to about 2021. My bandmates and I were going down to Homer, Alaska to let the universe help pick our name. And like it didn't go so well. On the way down there, I did unfortunately run over a bunny, and you know, it was springtime and unfortunately there's still quite a lot of ice on the road in the spring here in Alaska, if you've ever been to the Kenai Peninsula. Yeah. So they thought it was freaking hilarious that I ran over this bunny because I could not go off the road. I would have ended up in a ditch and there was oncoming vehicles coming this way. Of course, the guys thought it was hilarious, and I'm like, you know, I hate hitting bunnies because they're so cute, and they're like, dude, you didn't even like swerve at all. And I'm like, dude, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. So we go out, and the funny thing is, our current guitarist, Garrett, was actually not our guitarist at the time. And we were actually going to see him in another band. And we ended up all hanging out together, partying and having a blast. So that's a little bit of a, hey, the universe, we're going anyway. So yes, the universe definitely had a hand in this. So anyway, needless to say, we had a blast. We all had a great time out dancing and listening to our friend jam with his band. And on the way home, I hit another bunny. Like, it's not a good thing, and I'm a little mortified. But I really think that they have an affinity for my sports car, because I have a little low-to-the-ground little Subi Impreza, and they tend to really like it because the grill is low to the ground. Anyway, so hysterical funny. Didn't pick a name that night. Well, the next day, I'm driving to work, and I hear something rattling under my car, and I'm like, oh dear God, I really hope there's like not little cute bunny fragments under there. So I got out of the car and I looked underneath it, and I didn't see anything. So I'm like, you know what? It's gross. I drove it all the way to Homer, which is an hour and a half drive roughly. So I decided to go into the car wash by the house. Well, car wash did its thing, and as I was leaving the car wash and having, you know, the blowers come on to dry the car, I glanced in my mirror, and there it was. Cute little white fuzzy bunny head inside the car wash. Anyway, I would hate to have been the poor person that had to clean that. In essence, that is where the name Suicidal Bunnies came from, and how they just love to kill themselves under my car.